Hello and welcome to Insura, an exploration of gamified insurance. So we're just going to start off by introducing ourselves. My name's Salvin. I'm a sophomore at Penn and I'm studying bioengineering and management.
I'm Ivan. I'm a sophomore at Columbia University and I'm studying computer science.
My name's Kyle. I'm a sophomore at UAUC and I'm studying computer engineering.
And I'm Adarsh. I'm also a sophomore at Penn and I'm studying SIS.
So just as an overview of our platform, we view our product as a third-party platform that's intended to interface between insurance providers and homeowners that are on those plans. And the goal is to incentivize the adoption of safe housing practices on behalf of the owners. We do this in kind of a unique way. So our goal is to utilize gamification of the possible home renovations and improvements that users can use to increase their safety. And further, we intend to increase user engagement with the insurance providers themselves. The end goal of our platform is to reduce the risk that homeowners take against natural disasters. So a brief roadmap of our presentation. We're first going to start talking about our value proposition, then move into a product workflow, then a demo of our capabilities, and then finally we'll talk about future work. So our value proposition to insurance providers is primarily that we're going to be decreasing the likelihood of household insurance claims. And this is done by increasing the safety of houses themselves. The second is that we're going to be allowing insurance companies to engage with their enrollees in a more active manner. And lastly, we're enhancing the streamlined communication between individuals, enrollees, and the insurance providers by allowing the assessment of home improvement claims to be much easier. On the enrollee front, our value proposition is also three-part. First, we're going to be decreasing insurance premiums through gamification. Second, we're going to be increasing their own safety from natural disasters. And finally, we're providing a streamlined communication between them and insurance agents. So now I'll pass it off to Adarsh to kind of go over our platform workflow.
Yeah, so starting with stage one, enrollees would onboard onto the service and set up their own account. Next, they would, based on their location and other factors our application takes in, we would suggest different things they can do around the home to get a decrease in premium and work with their insurance provider. Finally, applicants or users would submit photos via our application, and this would auto-generate emails to insurance providers, providing information on the invoice, the task done, and our estimated cost of the premium reduction. And the last step would just be, after over a course of time, users would be able to see their monthly savings and analyze their protection status for various categories.
So now I'm going to pass it off to Ivan and Kyle to go through a demo of our capabilities.
Awesome. So our app was built with a Node.js and Express server backend, and our iOS frontend was done completely in Swift with the help of Cocoa Pods.
So jumping into our Insura app, we're first greeted with our task view. Now within this view, if we start at the top, we see that we have a monthly premium indicator. Moving down the screen below that, we see that we have an indicator showing the number of tasks that are available to us to do, as well as a menu where we can select the specific tasks that are related to the specific disasters that we want to do. And below that, we have a list of the tasks that are available to us based on the filters that we've selected. So let's go ahead and try this feature out. So let's say that with the recent California wildfires, we've become more aware of protecting our home against wildfires. And so what we do here is first filter out the different disasters so that we're left with just fire. Now scrolling through, we see that we have several cards to choose from. Now within each card, there are several components. The first is on the top left, we see that we have our actual task itself, as well as an indicator showing what kind of disaster it's related to. On the top right, we have a price indicator showing roughly the average savings that we can expect, that we can deduct from our monthly premium if we go ahead and complete this task. Now, this number was actually derived from two factors. The first factor is actually based on the local people in the area who have gone ahead and done this task, as you can see on the bottom left. and the average of how much they've saved from doing this task. The second factor is actually just input from the insurance company who's providing your insurance. Now, jumping into this task of non-combustible roofing, we see that there are two options before we submit. So first, we would upload our invoice. And as you can see, you can really easily just jump into your photos and upload it. And next, we're going to upload our proof of installation. And now we're going to go submit. And what the app does here is actually wraps up these photos in a really neatly packaged email and sends it over to the insurance company. So now we're going to jump over to our partner's Darsh's screen to check on the insurance side of things.
Yeah, so essentially once a email is submitted, we're just running this on an email client called Mailtrap for now, but you can see an email was sent a few seconds ago, and it'll essentially give the insurance provider an overview of the invoice submitted, proof of the work being completed, and some more information about the claim the user is trying to make.
Cool. And in the final section of the application, we have the profile view. So this profile view gives you a very high level and shows you how much progress you've been making to equip yourself against all these adversities. Once again, you can see the progress you've been making along all these tasks and the relative percentage of your completion. So here you can see your weaknesses and your strengths of your particular house. And if you scroll down, you can also see essentially how much you've been saving by using this app. And even below that, you can see a more itemized version of how much you've been saving per month to give you a better idea of like the benefits of this app, and also a high level summary of how well your house is equipped to, how well your house is protected from all these adversities.
All right, awesome. So now I'm just going to talk briefly about some of the future work we envision with this platform. So the first is that we want to integrate more and more online databases of natural disasters in order to better evaluate the risks associated with individuals based on their locations. On top of that, we also envision this type of platform being extended beyond home insurance. So to things like health insurance, where we can track patient vitals on a daily basis, or to car insurance, where we can utilize accelerometer data or GPS functionalities to get a better understanding of how patients or individuals are driving. And lastly, we think that we also could link to potential contractors and firms within the application so that it's easier for users to actually go about doing the tasks that we suggest for them. So that's it for our presentation, and we hope that you enjoy what we've presented for you today. Thank you.